So the crypto market is slightly red. So let's see what's going on. So today is the 3rd of February, and oh boy, were there liquidations. In total, $2.75 billion worth of liquidations happened, which was more than the FTX crash, which is wild. So let's have a look. If you look at Bitcoin on the 1 monthly chart, we see that it's come down and respected this area that we've drawn for quite some time. This fair value gap between the height of that wick and the height of the rejection wick, that area there is an area where we thought the bulls had respected and held and wouldn't go back in. But this pullback has come and hit that area absolutely perfectly. We need that area to hold aggressively. I mean, in the month, we still look like a bullish momentum forward, but today is going to be key. Today's Monday range will dictate where this market goes. We look at Bitcoin on the daily, we see again that it's hit our line absolutely perfectly. It's taken out almost all of these leverage longs that have been in that period. And what's key, and this is something that you guys should know, when you see these type of wicks and you see the way it looks in this manner, usually it will come back and potentially come to half of that level. That is usually the amount where it's gone. So it's come down, hit half the level of that wick and rejected quite back up. This rejection and movement is pretty good, but that doesn't mean it will be a continuation back in to range and actually further higher highs. We looked at previous videos where I stated there could be a bit of a pullback. I mean, I wasn't expecting this level of a shakeout, but what we see here is that trend line that Bitcoin broke, and we thought it would be a retest and continuation back up. But man, did that get rejected and come down to the level that we showed. The 89,000, you see how important the 89,000 key level was. We drew this couple of days back and it has hit absolutely perfectly. It shows that that area was respected. It touched that area almost identically, and now it's coming up. We need this to come back into range above that trend line to have that continuation up. Today is going to be key. We look at funding rates in all the exchanges, which is in essence how long people will hold their leverage longs and shorts, and it is absolutely disappearing. That is not a good sign. That means that there is real uncertainty into the market. If we look at the heat map, it is green across the board. It means that there is no confidence. There is no one that is thinking that this thing is going to go up, which, if you wait until the end, could be a good sign. We look at Bitcoin dominance, and what is that? That's absolutely wild. That there is a complete breakdown on people's confidence and fear in the market. That is what Bitcoin dominance does when there is fear. However, that has peaked and now it's come back into range. It is within that multi-year trend line, and we need this not to hold that support and continue up, but we need this to come down. Now, if this holds support and goes up, there is a key level that I need you guys to look at. If we draw the fib from the height of the previous height of Bitcoin dominance all the way down to the low and draw that fib up and down, we see that the key level of 786 is 66.15. That there is ultimately a level that Bitcoin dominance needs to hold. If this market goes completely haywire, things go absolutely and confidence disappears, everything goes, which I don't think is going to happen, just letting you know. That level there is something that you should draw into your graphs and make sure that that holds. It will come up. If it comes there, that's an area of key resistance, in my opinion. If we look at USDT dominance, oh man, that was wild. That is panic selling. That wick there is panic selling. But what is very good is that it's come up to there and come back into that multi-year range. That there is a good sign. That there means that the market has now come back and settled a little bit over the weekend, even though this was weekend trading, and it's come back and it's sitting there. That, in my opinion, is a good sign. But again, let's see what the Monday range holds. This could either go one or two ways. Let's see what this is. But I do like that it's within that range, and within that channel means that we are still confident in the market moving forward. We look at SPX, which is S&P 500. It's broken out of that downward trend line, had a breakout, come retest, and that wick there is decision mode. It's technically a lower low, and it looks like a very problematic wick there. This could go either way. It genuinely, that's what this wick shows. We look at the comparison to previous cycles, and we look like we're halfway through still. If we say, out of complete over the top, let's talk about that this run ends here. This is where it is. This is the last bit and what's going to happen. This will be possibly the shortest bull run in history. Most bull runs run 1,700 days. We're on 800 days of our bull run. If that is the case, then we'll have to look at some other complements. Previous bull runs where it's been short and sweet. Do you see that dip down? Understand that if this is the end, it means that there needs to be an area where they will have a massive jump up. The shorter the bull run, the more aggressive the movement up shall be. Now, let's see. I still don't think this is a be-all and end-all everything else, but let's look at some notable coins that show extreme relative strength. In these moments, when the markets are pulling back, those that recover first are the ones and the key indicators of relative strength. I've done a video about it. It's pinned. Make sure you watch it. You look at Solana. It's had an amazing pullback, but its recovery was first. This recovered further than anyone else. This trend line that's holding, it's held for many, many months, hit that and recovered aggressively. Let's see where this goes. This recovery is good. The relative strength is pretty good on Solana. We look at XRP, the coin that everyone loves. Again, had a massive wick down, hit 50% of the value of the gain, and pulled back aggressively back into range. This is the range for XRP. It is back in range already. One amazing relative strength coin is Mantra. Look at that graph. It barely moved. The whole market dipped 60%, well, alts especially, and this moved 3%. 3%. There's another coin also that showed miraculous relative strength. You know, for it's a bigger coin. It's harder for it to move. But the one coin that out of all of these coins, all memes, everything else, everything you could possibly imagine, is Fat Cat. Look at that graph. Look at that graph. We didn't move. There's no movement at all. We didn't move. Look at that graph. Look how it respects the 21-day EMA. Just look at that graph. If you don't look at that graph and see relative strength and see one of the most bullish looking graphs of a coin that is 2.5 months old, that is holding better than coins that are billions of dollars, that have insane forward potential. This should show you the sentiment and the future of this coin. I just look at, I don't even have to explain anything. Look at that beauty. So it's been kind of a long video. So my final thoughts are, yes, the market looks a bit weak at the moment. It looks very weak, to be honest. These tariffs have caused a massive sell-off in the market, and this fear that these tariff wars will cause huge downturn in the economy. But I think if we look at the recovery, if we look at where it's going, if we see where this Monday range is going to settle in, I'm still bullish for the market. Honestly. See, look, you need to understand, everyone is shorting the market right now, and that is going to cause the mother of all short squeezes. That is going to cause the market to push in the other direction. See, the market just needs to absorb this, understand what's going on. In my opinion, I think from tomorrow onwards, tomorrow's going to be really key, this market will recover. Anyway, I'm Alvarez, a 7-figure crypto investor. Like, follow, share, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.